It's just about fucking what, syphilis, right?
No. It's
Crabs.
no.
Yeah.
Chlamydia.
No.
Wait, no.
The clap.
I don't
the
think
clap
it's
is
crabs.
chlamydia.
I think
Crabs.
no. I think TJ's right. Hang on.
No fucking way. The clap has always been crabs.
Gonorrhea. We're all wrong.
Wow, we all suck. Yeah, gonorrhea.
The fuck?
Damn.
When the fuck did that happen?
I think you had it wrong. Colloquially known as the clap.
The clam and the clap, respectively. So chlamydia is the clam.
God, they really do give it like such a nasty name.
Hello, survivors, and welcome back to another episode of Will You Survive?
The podcast.
And today we are talking about the great, the beautiful, the amazing I Am Legend from 2007. What did you guys think about this movie?
Well, first of all, I wonder, do you not even care to introduce yourself to our wonderful survivors out there?
No, they know who I am by now.
That's true.
I don't know that they do.
What if there's new people?
There are new people every day, by the way.
All right, cut all that. Hello, survivors. Welcome back to another episode of Will You Survive?
I'm Eric.
Oh my God. See,
This is going to go good right
that's
now.
the intro bit. Yep, we got it. All right.
Little do you guys know, I'm not. From this point on, I'm not cutting anything, so
Okay.
it's all staying in.
Wow.
Well-
you know what? This is going to be some creative overwriting here.
Well, good luck. You got to edit it then.
But no, I'll just beat you mercilessly.
I thought we said we're going to stay away from beating women.
Beating women. I can beat you.
I'm pulling a Conan. I said what I said. Anyways, I'm Eric.
I'm Alex.
And I'm TJ, and I am your host for today. But, like, what does that really mean? We don't really host like that. You know, we're all bouncing off each other. I picked the movie. It was my idea. It wasn't nobody else's idea.
So if it fails, then it's solely on you.
So, this being your movie, this is what I'm sure you did. You came up with some relevant, poignant questions regarding survival in the scenario that's presented before us, and you're going to ask us those questions throughout the episode to keep us on topic, yeah?
Yeah.
All right. Well, so for our survivors out there, just, in case there's the rare scenario, do you mind if I read a little storyline recap?
I mean, you can go right ahead. You know, I am the host, but you can do it.
I have it open here, so I have it open, so I might as well, it's just ready to go. So.
I heard a good host delegates the tasks properly.
You know what?
That's good hosting.
Great hosting.
That's great
hosting, TJ.
Yep. All right, Alex, you do the thing, and you also ask all the questions, and we'll bounce off you.
Oh, you're killing me. All right. Robert Neville, played by Will Smith, is a scientist who was unable to stop the spread of the terrible virus that was incurable and man-made in this post-apocalyptic action thriller.
Lol. L.
Immune, Neville is now the last human survivor in what is left of New York City and perhaps the world. For 3 years, Neville has faithfully sent out daily radio messages, desperate to find any other survivors who might be out there, but he is not alone. Mutant victims of the plague, the infected, lurk in the shadows, watching Neville's every move, waiting for him to make a fatal mistake. Perhaps mankind's last, best hope, Neville, is driven by only one remaining mission: to find a way to reverse the effects of the virus using his own immune blood. But he knows he is outnumbered and quickly running out of time. Thank you, Warner Brothers Pictures, for that storyline.
So I have a quick question.
What?
The girl and her daughter. I think this is kind of the first big question. How did they survive so long?
Oh, that was a son, Ethan.
Oh, son.
Wow.
Sorry.
Didn't even watch the movie.
I clearly watched this movie. How did they survive so long?
No idea.
Right?
Don't go out at night.
Well, he barely survived, and he was like very rigid in his schedule and his survival. So how did they survive? A single mom and her son?
Right.
That seems I don't know. I'm asking for an explanation from somebody.
No, there's really no explanation for how they survived. I mean, if you look at him, he was a military expert. He planned this out. He had knowledge, and he was looking for the cure. He was constantly clearly prepared for so many different wide scenarios that he recorded news broadcasts. He stocked up on food. He had a laboratory in his basement. So he's not some like average Joe, like even me, 3 weeks, maybe a month of food and water. What is that going to do? He was over 1,000 days, which is well over 3 years.
He also created the virus.
That's
I
true.
mean,
It's his fault.
I mean, did he create the virus, or was it that?
Well, he worked for the
they
military.
brought in that lady.
It was a cancer like thing, wasn't it? Like a
Yeah, they cured cancer, but at what cost?
It was supposed to be that lady. I think she was played by Emma Thompson. She came in. She was on the news. She was doing that report. You were watching that at the beginning, where she was like, "We switched this." So it was like I'm thinking that, and this is just my conspiracy theorist mind, right? You have the government is on top of this. They knew it was going to happen long before it was, spoken of publicly, right? So it's already happening, and nobody's talking about it publicly. And he's put on the case to reverse the effects, and he's failing miserably, right? So then
He's
it becomes,
given kind of an impossible task.
of course he is, but I mean, nonetheless, failure is failure, right?
Yeah.
Fix this. These people did this. You got to fix it. And he's working on it, and he's working on it, and he's working on it, and then it becomes, now it's getting out of control. There's more people who are sick. I mean, if you remember what he said, it was over 90% of the world's population died instantly.
That's kind of how I think a real zombie apocalypse would go. I feel like they would try to hush it up and keep it quiet until it was already too far gone.
If it's something that, okay, and I love that you bring, because I prefer the zombie apocalypse, but you can say anything catastrophic, any extinction level event, a meteor coming towards Earth that's going to freaking wipe us out.
Hasn't
They're not
NASA?
gonna say
Yeah,
anything.
hasn't NASA literally said we wouldn't tell you?
They've all said that. What's the point?
Well, yeah, because like that is a fair point. What are we gonna do about
What are you
it?
gonna do? I mean, there's methods they would try, but in all honesty, like all of the things they've done in like Deep Impact, bury deep, go into the mountains and go underground, that wouldn't save you.
No, not from a catastrophic meteor.
In all reality, in the crazy, the big meteor that killed the dinosaurs, if you will, I think it was over 70% of all life died, and the majority of life that remained was at deep ocean level.
Yeah, it's like microorganisms.
They
and
don't
shit.
need sun. They don't need oxygen, right? They feed off of their bottom feeders. They feed off of plankton and whatnot. And there were some fish life that survived, not many, probably all deep sea.
So POV, you're a plankton. Do you think you survived the meteor?
yeah, definitely.
I think I could survive the meteor.
And I would finally get the Krabby Patty secret formula.
Yeah.
I don't think you would.
I think I would.
Well,
Nope.
I think you have low hopes for us.
Nope. You
I
would
think
not
you're
get it.
massively underestimating our survival capabilities as a plankton in the ocean.
I have no idea what we're even talking about.
No, so
It's a
back to
SpongeBob
vampires.
reference, yes?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. All right, back to our movie. Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
So I realize, this is over 3 years. He said over 1,000 days that this was going on. I've seen plant life in just months grow absolutely insane. So all of the plant life and everything is realistic to me. I have one problem with everything. After 3 years, how's he still driving that Mustang?
Gas.
Yeah, where did that come from?
All the cars that have been sitting, I'm guessing.
You realize
or
that gas has a shelf life.
Oh shit! No, I didn't realize that.
How long is the shelf life?
12 months.
Uh-oh. He's distilling his own gas.
Gas will separate.
Is there anything... Can you... This might sound stupid. Can you stir it back together?
No. What it does is it basically turns to lacquer.
There's gas treatments though.
There are, but it only prolongs it a little bit. It doesn't make it an endless supply.
Wait, so that's actually really tough because I didn't know that. So that means any apocalypse after 12 months, cars are unusable.
Essentially, yeah. If you're not refining new fuel.
It gets like worse and worse. Like I'm sure a car could still run on like 12. It can run on like 12-month-old gas, but it's gonna fuck it up. Eventually, all the cars are fucked.
Unless you could figure out how to make a water-powered car, but then the U.S. government will kill you, so.
I mean, maybe he found a way.
Well, they clearly didn't show anything like that.
People run cars off of like vegetable oil and shit.
Yeah.
But like, I don't think he did that.
I don't think he did. Not, and like more importantly, I mean, if we're really looking at it, look at how clean the car looked. Look at how
Right off the lot.
Although I do get it, because like, let's be real. If we're out during the day like he was, right? These monsters aren't out during the day, which I said this to Eric earlier. I think we all agreed these are closer to vampires than they are zombies.
Yeah, they're vampires. They're dark seekers.
Right? So one thing is you're standing out in the sunlight. They don't come out in the day. I guess I would be doing stupid stuff like that,
fill
washing
your
my
time.
car and,
Yeah.
I would be doing ridiculous things. And he set up mannequins to go
Playing
to
golf.
He played golf. He set up mannequins to go to the video store and he rented movies and
Which is such a sad scene, honestly.
He was going crazy.
Well, no, that was... so I saw it actually as a way to keep him from going crazy.
it
Like,
is.
It was crazy from our perspective as people who can talk to people, but that was his way of keeping himself from completely fucking snapping and losing his mind.
And I thought they did a great job in showing how crazy he actually was, knowing how crazy he was
When the mannequin
when he
did.
saw that mannequin out of place.
Because he knew, like, these aren't fucking real people,
You're
man.
not real, right?
Well, the way he kept asking, he kept saying, like, if you're real, you better fucking say something before I shoot you.
Which it's just an indication of how absolutely crazy he knew he was.
Well, he
right?
was going.
And he's like trying to, he's grabbing at reality with his brain. He's just reaching out like, how did you get there? Which is pretty crazy because I do like there's some criticisms about this movie that are pretty bad when you think about it, because one of the things they talk about is how he misjudged that whole scene, right? His thing was gone and, oh, but you said that they lost all humanity. Well, yeah, that's true, right? Non-intelligent, blah, blah, blah. What the point was is how wrong he was,
Yeah.
right? He was wrong about everything. And I don't know if you saw it. Did you guys see the alternate ending of this?
Yes, that's exactly why I said something about this movie. Because I was like, oh, there's coming out with a part 2.
I Am Legend 2.
Yeah. And it's going by that alternate ending.
I know of the alternate ending. I've never seen it.
It's really well done.
But basically, from what I remember of it, because I haven't seen the alternate ending in a minute, but main Darkseeker guy, the whole reason he's beefing with the main character is because the Darkseeker he has, the female one, in his basement that he's testing on, is main Darkseeker's like girl.
Yeah.
Yep.
So in the alternate ending, he kind of just like walks up, picks up his girls, like fuck you, and leaves. Type shit.
Yep. And orders his other Darkseekers out, and they followed his lead.
Which would be, I think, I'm surprised that failed all the testing for the viewers, because to me that's way more interesting. But I guess we are analyzing it a lot more than a first-time viewer would. But like, I would see that as it really does encapsulate everything that he was seeing throughout the whole film, that these aren't just completely mindless, and that they do have some sort of structure and hierarchy and priority, in the sense that they were all willing to band together to get this chick back.
They're all willing to die for each other.
Yeah.
You know the funny thing? I'm going to say the most controversial thing in this podcast about this movie is they were more human than him.
A little bit, because he fucking yoinked one.
That's
Yeah,
it.
He kidnapped
in
one.
their eyes, he's the fucking monster.
And he is. I mean, you've got it.
But it's also like it kind of goes back to the resort argument where they are ruthlessly killing every human. So yeah, they're fighting for their girl to get their kind back. But it also doesn't really excuse the fact that they killed 90% of the population instantly and that 99.99% are dead.
They didn't.
I guess
did.
humans did because we created
this virus by trying to cure cancer.
So the moral of the story, don't try to cure cancer? Is that what we're getting at?
No, you know what the moral of the story should be? Here, we always talk conspiracy theory on this podcast, right? Here's another one. Cancer is primarily caused by the overprocessing and undernutrient rich food. That if we were to go back to our heritage, our ancestry, if we were to go back to growing natural food, Sweden, I think it was, who did an experiment and they gave out chickens. 2 chickens, I believe, 2 chickens and a rooster. Food waste and health increased. Food waste reduced and health increased because chickens eat everything. So if you have any left over, you throw it to them.
I actually just saw something that was talking about a guy who went to Japan. This was just a social media post, so take it for that. But a guy went to Japan and he was asking the students what their favorite foods were. And he said he thought he was getting trolled because all the kids were like, broccoli or white rice or some seaweed, some vegetable or something that's not what you would hear in America.
Pizza.
Yeah, and
El
so
Pollo Loco burritos.
yeah, so he was like, "Are these these are kids? What are they trolling me?" And apparently, one of the Japanese officials was like, "No, we teach our kids to like healthy foods. Do your guys' kids not like healthy foods?" I do think Japan tends to have I think honestly a lot of other countries tend to have better nutrition and health than the United States.
Belgian, sorry, not Sweden. It was a Belgian town that gave out chickens.
But yeah, I think it would be a good idea if more Americans went back to traditional farming. But then you kind of fall into the same problem that like we have, where we live in an apartment. There's not really a lot of farming we could really do. I mean, we could grow stuff on our patio, but
In urban settings, I mean, there's things that we could do that
Aquaponics, bro.
Aquaponics. You've got we have a balcony.
we could grow like herb gardens. Or
And you can grow herb gardens in your kitchen because most herbs don't like a lot of sun.
yeah. So I guess there is stuff you could do.
You know, if I was really better at what I should be doing, is we would be extremely healthy because I would be growing indoor plants, and I want to do it. I know I don't spend enough time already with my kids, so here, make more time to do other shit. But it's you grow plants indoors and they are better air purifiers than the top gold standard purifier on the market.
We just need to get like some ivies.
Ivies are great.
hang from
Most
the ceiling.
vines are absolutely great because they suck all of the impurities out of the air.
Hear me out though. Is there anything in your guys' lease saying that you can't have chickens inside the apartment? Sounds like you need chickens.
I think it falls under the animal.
It falls under the pets.
Yeah.
It falls under the pets conundrum.
Now, and we also have an HOA. I don't think they'd appreciate that.
What if you made it like a what's it called? Emotional support animal.
Oh, but can the HOA stop us if we build a bat house on the roof?
Oh yeah, bat roost.
I think they could.
So like what were your thoughts on like the Dark Seekers as like how scary were they to you, you know?
So the scene where he goes into the first time he goes into a building in the daytime, that is a terrifying scene. Honestly, that one always gets my heart pounding. Not so much anymore, but it still is very freaky. And Will Smith does a really good job portraying that fear of you're walking into their nest.
It's pretty freaky.
So I think, yeah, pretty fucking scary. And the fact that he has to completely board up his entire house with metal sheets on the windows and all that.
Bro was prepared. Let's like how
Yeah.
was he that prepared beforehand?
So that's what I was thinking. So that's what Alex was just talking about, that he was very prepared. But like, did he have these metal blinds on his windows prior to the to the vampires? Because if so, Doomsday Prepper, I'm here for it, but what the fuck? But also, if he didn't have it beforehand, what did he just weld them on mid-apocalypse?
And aren't they like fucking automatic? Like they've just shut?
Yeah, they're electric. He
Yeah,
clicks
so-
a button and they close. Oh wait, no, he closed them by hand.
Did
He
he?
closed them by hand. Like the bathroom ones, he closed by hand.
Hey, listeners, I haven't watched the movie.
Okay, yeah, we both have to admit right now, we both
recently.
didn't watch the movie.
Yeah.
No, we've seen the movie. We've seen
it. We've seen it many times.
But I mean, I just haven't watched it like within the last week.
Yeah,
And,
I'm winging it.
Yeah, we're a little winging it. Don't tell Alex though; he'll be so upset if he finds out.
Don't let him know.
There's another movie that we didn't watch. Oof, I don't think we'd ever hear the end of that. So,
Yeah, he'd be really mad.
so when I watched this movie yesterday,
Oh yeah, dude, it was great.
it was crazy. But yeah, what I really want to know. I want to know. This was a novel, I think, before it was a movie. So I want to know if they ever explain that. If he made all these safety procedures on his house, like also all the lights. I kind of assume all the lights he would have done it prior or like after.
I feel like it might have been because he's like a military virologist, so he's working on like viruses and shit in his basement. So I assume he has his basement like way before. So I
could
think
see that.
if any like virus got like uncontained somehow, he has the shutters and shit just in case.
Well, yeah, that was kind of something we were just talking about it, where he was tasked with fixing this, with trying to come up with some sort of cure. So I assume for the safety of his kid at the time, he was like, well, fuck, but while I work on this, I'm also I know what this virus is like. I know what it's going to do. I know their weaknesses. I'm just going to set up some safety procedures just in case. Set up the lights, set up the shutters. But I don't know. Part of me thinks that he did it after the outbreak, but that doesn't seem... The lights I could see after, but the shutters I feel like are necessary from day one.
Yeah. Let's go back to like their nest. They were like all huddled together. Like,
yeah, what the fuck was that
in
about?
a group, fucking like shaking, breathing. That was freaky.
Yeah.
That's hella fucking freaky. And the fact that they're
the way,
smart too.
And the way he was covering his light and like
Yeah.
trying to shine it through. Whoo, yeah, that whole scene. Who was the director of this movie? Because that was masterful.
The director of this movie was Francis Lawrence. He did Hunger Games: Catching Fire
Oh shit. Okay, I like that movie too.
and Mockingjay.
I like that one less. No, I'm kidding. I think that was very masterful. The way that that scene was shot, it was very scary, and it made me it made me so upset with that dog. Why the fuck would you do that?
In a survival situation, I don't know why you wouldn't like just leave the dog at home.
Well, the dog was his companion and his partner, and I assume the dog helped a lot.
True, but like
I wouldn't leave the dog at home.
if it's not trained to like not go because it
Well,
kind of
it
just
was.
dipped off.
But that was the thing. It was so weird that the dog did that.
See, because it's an unpredictable ass dog, so I don't know why you wouldn't just leave it at home.
Well, okay, so here's the thing. This wasn't like just some house dog. Like, he definitely trained this dog. The way that it stuck by him when they were hunting, the way that the dog was chasing down the deer. Oh, that's what it was. It was chasing down the deer.
Oh, yeah.
So it got itself it accidentally ran into a situation it wasn't prepared for. And then it like a dog, average intelligence of a 3-year-old, it panicked a little bit and just hid. But it put him in a really fucked situation.
Yeah, he just needed
Welcome
a better
back,
recall
Alex.
for that dog.
Yeah, he did. That is kind of a thing. That's something that I have been thinking what we've talked about, like, what would your purpose be? What would your role be in a zombie apocalypse? Genuinely, I think some sort of animal handler. Like, I think having a dog companion, a well-trained dog companion in a zombie apocalypse, it would be, oh my God.
Yeah, I think that would be invaluable because you would have an alarm if you're not able to pay attention. Let's say we are in the situation that we talked about. You're shooting off rounds with your bare ears. You're partially deaf by this point.
Mm-hmm.
Having a dog letting you know, a dog bark is more than just a shuffle and a right. Dog barks at you, and you turn, you're able to see this thing coming up behind you.
It's also another set of eyes.
Another set of eyes. Also, I mean, let's be real. It's a companion in a time where companionship is going to be at an all-time low.
That's what TJ was just talking about. He was saying, like, why bring the dog? Because we were talking about when the dog ran into the dark building. Like, why bring the dog? And I was saying the dog was definitely trained. The dog was well trained. It was chasing that deer.
Yep.
And it locked on too hard. And he's right. TJ's right. It should have had better recall. And I think that kind of is a discrepancy in that the dog was clearly very well trained, but didn't have the recall to back out of that situation. But again, you're dealing with a dog. I could totally see that happening.
Which I like what you said, temperament of a 3-year-old, which
average intelligence.
Average intelligence. It makes a lot of sense because I think you're right. I think even with the training, you've got everything down. What I heard, the dog runs in and is too far in to extract and hides.
It realizes, like, oh shit, I fucked up.
Right.
And it cowers. Like, oh fuck, I don't know what to do now.
Yeah.
And so it hides.
Fight, flight, or freeze. It's a universal theory amongst all living animals.
And I think the dog must be well aware. What was the dog's name? Does anybody? Samantha.
Sam.
This is another movie that would get me crying.
I loved it.
This
I
is the
loved
movie
that dog.
That made me want a German Shepherd.
I don't blame you. I don't blame you. And I mean, the second component, which made me more sad, was the fact that this was his daughter's gift to him.
Oh, yeah.
Played by Willow Smith, by the way. He loves putting his kids in movies.
Yep.
I didn't know that. That's actually cool.
That was also his son in, what's that stock market one he did?
I knew that
Pursuit of Happiness.
Pursuit of Happiness.
That's a great
his son was in that, and his daughter was in this.
It was pretty good. It was pretty good.
It was a great movie. I love it. But yeah, better temperament for your dog, homie. Just leave your dog at home. I get it. You love it.
By the way, I think in that scene where he killed the dog, I heard a critic on YouTube complaining about him strangling the dog. In a weird way, I understand that method better than using a gun, using a knife, using anything. It's like,
well, he snapped the neck.
It's the set. No, he strangled it.
Did you not snap the neck?
No, it was not quick. It was not that quick. It was quick. It wasn't that quick.
He snapped it. Man.
No,
okay.
He hugged it. He held it and strangled it.
I do remember it now.
That's why you heard the feet.
Yeah.
The claws clicking
God,
on
I can't even imagine.
On the ground. But it's like, to me, that's why I said I slipped, because to me, it was like hugging it to death.
Yeah, it was completely involuntary in a sense that, like, not that he didn't know what he was doing,
Correct.
But he by no means wanted to do that. He was destroyed by it. Honestly, to me, that would be worse than just dying.
I get it.
That would be so painful because, like we said, you're losing your companion.
But I mean, I think the writers and the director followed a logical conclusion there, because after he lost Sam, he went virtually suicidal.
If those two, yeah, he was ready to kill himself. If the mother and the son,
I mean, he wanted to take out as many of them as he could.
Yeah, if the mother and the son didn't find him, he was just gonna end it and take as many as he could.
As a matter of perspective, you guys, once again, you said it earlier, he was the monster. He went and killed a whole bunch of, even though they were stalking him, but if we were people, and we are people, but we're hunting a monster, and that monster sees us hunting it, tricks us, and starts killing us, we don't forgive it for being a monster and killing, right? We want it dead all the more. So it was very interesting to see that, and for you guys to lay that perspective. He was the monster to them, with the alternate ending theory.
Have you guys ever considered that humans are the skinwalkers of Earth?
Well, yeah, we wear other animals' pelts.
That's not even what I mean. Besides that,
and the animal calls.
We mimic animal calls. Do you know how terrifying humans must be to I didn't realize this. Like I know we use animal calls. I know what I'm a human. I know what we do. But I watched this guy, his piglet was running away. And so he starts oinking, and you see the piglet kind of get confused and then start running towards him. And as soon as it gets within range, he snatches up the piglet, and it just starts squeaking and squealing and getting all terrified. And it made me think, like, holy crap, he tricked that piglet into thinking he was a pig. We're the skinwalkers of the earth. That's so terrifying.
So true.
Imagine you're in the dark in the woods and you just hear, hello,
Yeah, it would be the equivalent of that.
hi, hello.
I'm over here. And then you get there and it's a fucking animal. Oh my God. That would be...
Dude,
Humans are creepy.
so I've had one of those events.
Where you've heard something call out to you?
Some spoke English, and nothing was there.
Was it a parrot?
I mean, maybe it was night.
You're in the woods and you just come across a parrot, speaks full English.
Someone's parrot got out.
That would be so much more comforting if that was the case, right?
We can just pretend.
I mean,
What happened though?
I made all kinds of excuses for what it was. So we're out backpacking. We're up in the woods. We're down here, and it's still in Southern California. It's nice and warm. This was summertime. Nice and warm. I mean, not even sleeping bags. We fashioned ourselves cots, and no need for a sleeping bag. And it doesn't even start to get cold until dawn. So we lit a fire, and we would just move closer to the fire as the night wore on. And we're laying there. You know, we ate our fish. We always did it. It was like, I don't know if you guys ever saw the movie Stand By Me.
Yeah.
Preteens go out looking for a body, and they're camping out overnight, and they hawk some cigarettes from their parents. That was us. So we snagged some cigarettes, and we're smoking some cigarettes and talking and starting to get quiet. You know, both of us are starting to fall asleep. It's getting late enough, and fire is we're keeping it stoked and hot. We're throwing fresh logs on it. And then as we both start getting more and more quiet, you start listening to the sounds of nature, and you're hearing the crickets, and you're hearing all that. And there's something that always happens when creepy shit occurs. And I don't know if you've ever been in the woods when it happens, but it gets eerily quiet. Always when a predator is around, and like everything stops.
Birds stop.
Right? And it's the weirdest thing, because I don't know why we do it, but your natural reaction is to say, listen, do you hear that? And the actual matter is nothing.
Well, that's the problem.
There's nothing.
Do you hear that? And no, I don't.
That's
That's the problem.
It got so quiet that you could hear the planes in the sky that were going over. I'm like, what the fuck is that? So I'm thinking logically, we have mountain lions, we have bobcats, and we have bears.
There's something stalking you.
But I've never heard the wildlife get, like, the insects get that quiet for those animals, right? That's not their prey. Crickets don't care about mountain lions. They don't get quiet for them. They're not hunted by them. We are hunted by them. And I'm trying to think, like, oh man, this could be. And we have these. This is 1920s, TJ. I'm kidding. This is 1990s.
No, 1930.
In the trenches of World War One.
1990s.
No, you were born in 1920. Obviously, you weren't back. It was 1940.
This was a big deal in the 90s.
Right before World War II?
There were big flashlights. They looked nothing like they do today, that were 1 million candle power. And you turn that freaking thing on, and it lights up everything.
You have the sun.
And you're looking for eyeballs, right? Bears have one color. Lions, cats are yellow. So that's what I'm looking for. I'm not really too concerned with bears. We don't have grizzlies down here. So bears will run away if you make enough noise and scare them enough, and blah, blah, blah.
If everything gets quiet, including insects, my mind is immediately going demon.
I didn't want to think that. I didn't want to think supernatural.
Insects will not go silent for a predator that we would be scared of. So if everything goes silent, in my eyes, that's all of God's creatures going, fuck that.
Fuck it, I'm out.
And that's way worse to me.
And I'm shining this light all around, and I'm looking for anything. And as I'm shining around, and I saw something, And I went past it, and then I went back, and I couldn't see it. And I'm looking at it, and I'm pointing my light right in that area. And my buddy was daring enough that he walked right over there. He's looking. He's like, no, there was something there. There was something. I saw it too. And he's walking over there, and I'm holding the light right on him. And right then we heard it. Hello. I was like, nope, come back. And we backed up. We backed our backs against the wall, and we're looking at everything. And I looked at him, and I was like, it's like a 3-mile hike out. Do we go? And he was like, I think we're better staying put. Let's keep the fire hot, fire lit, and just keep a watch.
Be ready to fight.
And so I actually stayed up for
Would
the
you
first
have left?
part.
No, I was gonna say it's scarier to walk through the fucking forest.
It
than
was
to stay
scarier.
put.
That's what I said.
I
It was
agree.
so
No, I
much
would've-
scarier to
I
walk
would've stayed
out.
Put. I'd have been up all fucking night, but I would have stayed put.
I'd have pulled a resort. I'd have fucking sat on top of the car.
We didn't have a car with us. We were 3 miles away.
I would have, I would have done exactly what you guys did. I just fucking stayed up all night fucking watching.
And we just stayed there, and it was the most bizarre thing, because now, I mean, I wanted to think things like a cockatiel, a parrot, something, but it
Nothing that's native
didn't
there.
sound right. You know what a parrot sounds like. It doesn't matter how great the wording is from the parrot, where you're like, wow, that's so impressive. It doesn't matter. You know what it sounds like. And when this, I'd like to say my panic, my everything distorted my reason and my logic. And I was 13 years old. So,
Well, my only argument there would be that in the woods with that much echo and bounce, and it's really easy that like you could mishear something, and not in a sense that I don't think you heard what you heard, but like I think it's easy that you could hear like a parrot say something, and in a woods setting you wouldn't realize that it's a parrot. You know what I mean?
I mean, we were already afraid. So it's like, and I think about it, I try to rationalize, like there was so many things that had me so afraid, but the things that we kept going back to is all of it's unreasonable for all of the insects to go quiet.
Mm-hmm.
And it was probably about 2 hours later that everything came back to life. And
So
by the
you
way,
had an actual encounter with a skinwalker.
I mean, I don't know.
That feels pretty certain to me.
I think here's my theory about everything going quiet, right? So like everything in the woods are like on some like animated movie shit. They're all friends, right? And
All
they
connected.
hear fucking Bill, the fucking bobcat, come through, and they're like, "Oh shit, yo, everybody get quiet. Bill's about to fuck some people up." So that's why they got
They're
quiet.
watching.
Yeah,
Yo, they're getting their popcorn. They're watching the previews.
but also I would shit myself if that happened to me.
You know what? No, I'll go with that, because any answer is better than what I was thinking.
Well, here's the unfortunate reality. Bobcats don't say hello. Neither do mountain
I
lions.
was also going to bring up mountain lions when they're making their noise. A lot of the times it can sound like women screaming. I've seen videos, like shitload of videos of like mountain lions or whatever. And whenever they like do their call or whatever, their growl or whatever, it sounds like a female screaming, and it freaks me the fuck out. So imagine
is
you're just
pretty damn
in the
creepy.
woods, and in the distance you just hear, ah, ah, you know?
Well, so here's the thing. If you don't know that that's what a mountain lion can sound like, I could definitely see you being freaked out. But knowing that, if I heard that, I would actually feel comforted, because if you hear a mountain lion, it's not hunting you. You will not see a mountain lion coming.
Do you know that the mountain lion, number one, mountain lions were always known as the ghosts of the mountain?
Yeah, you won't see them coming. If they're hunting you, you will not see them. So if you see one, oh, I feel way more comfortable.
No. If you see one, you're in a lot of danger, because most likely it's either sick or it's deranged.
Desperate. Well, I mean more like if I hear it in the distance, that's much better to me. That I at least know where it is. It's still not great. I would rather not be in eyesight or earshot of a mountain lion, but
Do you know what else makes a lot of noise that is really terrifying in the wild? Coyotes.
oh yeah, they do.
Oh, yeah.
There was a time, I remember this. I was out with this is going to get controversial. I was out with my ex, and we're in Arizona, and I hear the coyotes, and I'm smoking, out in the front yard. It's a fenced yard, but it's a low fence. So coyotes can jump well over 6 feet, no problem, right? And I'm listening to it, and she says, what is that? I was like, oh, that's coyotes. She was like, should we go inside? I was like, no, it's not a problem. They're not hunting us. How do you know? So because they're all isolated to our right, we can hear all of them there. If they're hunting us, you're going to start to hear them circle us, right? And, we're sitting outside talking, blah, blah, blah. I'm still smoking. And then all of a sudden I start hearing it around the corner, and then I'm hearing it behind me. And I was like, we should go inside now. She was like, why? I was like, you don't hear that? She's like, no. I was like, yeah, we should go inside.
Now it's dangerous.
They're starting to come around. And I don't think it was us. There were dogs all in the area that were barking. I was like, they're hunting dogs. Like they were trying to get some dogs to chase them.
I was gonna say I would absolutely beam a coyote. Comes up to me,
oh yeah, dead,
one punch.
I've genuinely. Do you guys think you could take on a single coyote?
Yes, no doubt.
I think I could too.
There was a dog. I'm pretty sure his name was Ghost. Killed 15 of them.
Yeah.
Killed 13,
I know the story.
And then hunted the last 2.
Yeah,
pretty sure.
Because they were fucking with his girl, right?
Yeah,
I remember that story.
You want to know something really funny? Close to home, my dog. My dog. Fucked up a coyote. So
she's not a big husky either. She was not a huge husky.
She was only like 50 pounds at this time.
She was the runt of the litter.
Yep. And super, super slender. I mean, I kept her running all the time. So she was really slender.
In her young years, she was
a monster. Oh, damn fast and strong, right? She had that slim waist, but that broad upper body, right?
Sled dog.
Sled dog. She could pull, man. And those hindquarters were tough as hell. And we were at my folks' place, and in the backyard, there's a big hill, right? And the coyotes roam. And the backyard never had a fence. Now, I kept my husky run well enough that she never wandered off. And if she did, she always went to like the front yard.
She would go down the hill around to the front yard.
Yeah, she was funny. But the coyotes were antagonizing her. And they do this to the dogs.
They want them to chase.
They'll send one, and they try to get them to chase, and then they take it back to the pack and fuck them up. Well, I also have another dog. My mom had another dog in the backyard as well. Misty.
Misty was an old girl, but she was
tough.
I feel like she could fuck. She was one of those mutts that you're like, you're old, but I think if you got into a scrap, the other dog would regret it.
She was part shepherd, part husky, part lab. Like she had a lot of mutt in her, but the husky and the shepherd really stood out. The floofiness and the coloring. There may have been some chow chow in there too, because she had the black tongue.
Yeah.
But I hear this yelping and screaming down the hill. I look outside, I shine the flashlight, and I see my dog down the hill. I can't see what she's got. I run outside. I see my dog Misty standing at the top, just looking out at the street. And I can't see exactly what she's looking at until I look down. I see my dog fighting with a coyote. I go down there and I grab my dog and I'm pulling her, right? She's just locking the hell onto this fucking coyote. And I'm pulling her off of this coyote. I finally get her to let go. And the coyote runs away. And when I see the coyote runs up the street and I see this pack of coyotes go running in the streetlight, I saw them go under the streetlight right at the top of the hill. And right when I saw them run by and I see that's what Misty is sitting there staring, looking at them
like,
going,
I fucking dare you to join.
What I deduced, now this is of course pure speculation, okay? But the facts speak. My dog got one of them and the other coyotes did not come and get my dog. And I think it's because the two dogs together could probably take out a number of them. And so they weren't willing to come and try.
No, they weren't going to risk more numbers for one coyote.
So it was just like, sorry, bro.
Yeah. That one coyote was supposed to drag Skyla to the group.
But she was too fast. She got to that dog before. Like, I think that coyote thought it could outrun her, but no way.
She's a husky.
Oh, dude, she got there so fast.
That coyote was probably like, it's jumping me. Hey, I need help. Hey. And they're like, hey,
send back up. Send back up.
Misty's on the hill. She's like, yeah. Send back up.
I wish a motherfucker would.
And they're like,
and she was.
I don't even know Jake that well, bro. He was new to the pack. I don't even know that guy.
Misty
really.
was so. What is the right word? Temperate. Like she was just so calm.
She was a very well-mannered dog.
But if she lost her shit, you knew it.
Mhm.
Like my dog would try. My dog would try to mount her. She would do fucking stupid shit. And Misty would just like, whatever. But then when she tried to mount her, which I didn't learn until much later from
dominance
Caesar
thing.
Milan, that's a dominance thing. And Misty would not have it.
she
And
said, "Fuck you!
fucked
You're
my
not
dog up.
you're not gonna dominate me."
As strong as Skyla was, Misty just thrashed her one time.
No, because Misty was a scrapper,
I was like, all right, sorry.
and Skyla was too purebred to be a scrapper like
She's an indoor dog.
Misty was.
I've never had
She
any
isn't.
big dogs. I got I was at my mom's house today. This was filmed on Mother's Day. Yay.
Yes, it
Happy Mother's Day,
was.
all the mothers.
Happy Mother's
Happy
Day.
Mother's Day, mother.
Hit me up. Don't. So I was at my mom's house. And
Milfs.
she
My
has,
number is.
She has all the
Hey,
dogs.
watch out. My mom's listening to this.
Well, I'm not trying to hook up with friend. What?
I'm just fucking with you. I'm fucking with you.
She has all our dogs, and I left my dog with her when I moved in with Maddie. But they're all small dogs. I got a Chihuahua, that's Peaches. I got Marshall. He's a Japanese Chen Terrier mix, so he looks like a log of bologna on like chopsticks for legs. He can't breathe either.
Wait, he's a what mix?
Japanese Chen or something.
Does he have like the short snout?
He
like,
has
pushed in
a
the face?
shorter snout like than normal because he's terrier too.
So wait, does the jaw protrude past the nose?
No.
Oh.
Okay, so he's got the smushed face. He's got the bulldog
Yeah,
face.
not like fully
Okay.
bulldog, but he has a snout.
Well, but, yeah, that's what I was thinking. Doesn't bulldog, the lower chin, like protrude past the nose?
Well, so
Like
it's,
English bulldog.
It's less to do with the mouth, more to do with the nose. The nose is so pushed in. It's the same thing with like pugs and
is that why they're like
Frenchies? It's why they make all those fucking. They can't breathe, and often they need sinus surgery that costs you thousands. That's why, like, I don't ever want to own a Frenchie or anything like that.
That's what I was getting to. So, because he's Japanese Chen and they got the squished face, so he's like less squished. Like if a normal dog got hit with a frying pan a little bit, so
like a
it's
fucking
probably like
Tom
a
and Jerry smacked in the face.
1 to 2 inch like nose, and he has breathing problems, and he's younger than Peaches, but he has
dude.
way more gray on his face, and I'm pretty sure it's from the struggle from not being able to breathe.
Dude, every fucking breath is a struggle.
We call him Snorty Morty all the time because that's all he does is. But
so now that we've deviated so far off, I want to know. I think we basically just answered this question. If we had our dog with us and we're alone for 1,000 days,
Chancey's dead.
And not just that. Let's just assume that your dog survived with you the whole way through, right? You have your dog, your dream dog, and your dog dies. Like, you have to kill your dog. Are you as suicidal as him? Me, I think yes.
I think I'm more suicidal than him. But I don't know how you can get more.
Yeah.
I would be suicidal at the start.
Long before. Yeah.
Long
Wait, you
before.
are now.
I would take the dog out with me.
Well, I don't know.
Shit.
Having a dog,
I would take the dog out. You're going to pass by that?
I am gonna walk right by that.
I'll have the dog's head right next to my head, and I'll just ka-ka-ka. You know?
What if you miss?
I'll use the grenade he had at the end.
Okay.
I'll have the gun.
Fair
okay.
enough.
I'll pull the pin of the grenade, drop it, and then I'll have our heads lined up. And just in case the dog survives, grenade goes off. Kerkow.
Yeah, so that way, if you cowered out, grenade's going anyway.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I wouldn't. To be honest, I couldn't kill a dog ever. Okay.
But if it's gonna go through that, you're gonna leave it like that?
No. Okay, no. If it was infected, I totally understand it. Like, I would do what he did. And at the end of it, what I was saying is, like, I understand that pure rage of fuck it. I don't even care anymore. Yep. I want to die.
Yep.
I'm going to take as many of you fuckers out with me as I can.
Yep.
You killed my dog. And I totally understand that. And I think that's completely justified. I don't think I would have survived, to be honest. Because after that, fuck it. I don't even want to live anymore.
I have such a hard time understanding. Like, if I'm not Robert Neville and a lieutenant colonel in the military, and with profound medical knowledge and scientific background that I'm capable of doing this kind of stuff to keep myself busy, no way am I surviving this. I don't see the solitude. You know, that solitary. Yeah, well, and that too.
He's immune and he had insider knowledge of how the virus acted. I don't think, like, if you're not him, you have to learn quickly that they don't like UV light and the ways that you can get infected, and the fact that you should be shuttering your windows and everything at night. Like, if you don't just already know that stuff from day one, your odds of survival are so incredibly low.
Which is interesting because I think a lot of downplay of criticism of this movie, the downplay of him in this brownstone, doing all of this research in the basement, blah, blah, blah. There's a lot of criticism over it. Like, oh, how does he have this whole laboratory in the basement, blah, blah, blah. Number one, he knows what equipment he needs. Number two, you're not under attack during the day.
Yeah, so that was something we were talking about while you were gone.
Yeah.
He was
He's a military
TJ was
virologist.
Yeah,
Correct.
TJ was thinking that he might have already had a lab in his house. I agreed with you earlier, but I actually don't think so. I think he put the lab together, like you were saying, during the day because he realized, well, I have the whole day to move shit. And he has his truck apparently for forever. So he could easily grab equipment.
I read something.
Okay.
It even disproved me. We're going for truth here, not just fucking
I like my
nonsense.
feelings more, but okay.
No. Neville is able to drive around the city after 3 years of isolation. Gas starts degrading in 3 months in the tank of a car. But in a closed tank, such as those at a gas station, it can be kept for several years. The degradation is due to the fact that it evaporates and mixes with oxygen, but that doesn't happen in an airtight tank.
So, well, I guess that's kind of the question is how much gas do you guys think would be remaining in stations?
A lot.
You know, I think it would have been, because it was New York City, I think it would have been a lot because
of how
nobody
fast
was
it
driving.
spread?
Everybody was running.
I think how it kind of is on the same line of zombies to me. I think it's actually unrealistic how in most zombie movies, like all the gas tanks are empty and stuff. I think that's pretty unrealistic because I think a mass majority of the population dies on day one. And
Can
all
I tell
that
you why
gas
that's
is
not
just-
accurate?
Well, I think all that gas is just going to be in cars or in the stations. And I think people are going to die at the stations trying to fill their cars. I think there's going to be a ton of gas left behind. And then you kind of you think about scavengers, but how much gas could they take?
Let me just, the only reason why I say that's actually not accurate is because all of the gas stations, count all of the gas stations we have just in our city, right? They get refilled usually every day, if not every other day. So by the end of the day, they're already depleted.
Really?
Yes.
I thought they got filled way less than
And
that.
I got this information from somebody who actually manages several gas stations, and many of them are in our area.
Damn, it's like every day?
I didn't know that they got trucks that often.
I thought it was like once a week.
No, their tanks don't hold that much.
Okay, well, it also... but,
Costco
okay.
refills every day,
Okay, but you're thinking like Costco sees hundreds of cars every day.
but they also have much larger tanks than most gas stations.
Yeah, so that's kind of the thing. I think if you think of all the gas stations around, there's got to be fuel.
But see, okay, so
I could see like after a year or after 2 years, gas starts becoming really scarce. But the first year?
if you, okay, just do a little bit of research on this and look back into the 70s, there was a gas shortage. Look up what happened. There were runs on gas stations, and it was incredibly fast how it happened. So it doesn't take that many people, especially when you're talking about major metropolitan areas. You're not going to have this in small rural areas that have full gas tanks, and rarely do they have somebody go by. On our way up to Las Vegas, you go through Baker, there's those gas stations. They every now and again have people who stop and get gas, but they charged, I mean,
$50 million a gallon?
back when gas was $3.59 a gallon, do you remember we paid $5.29? right? So it's
I
like,
don't remember that, but I
Oh.
do believe it because I mean
I have
that's
I have a
prime-
pretty good memory.
it's prime gas station spot. Well,
Hey.
I don't remember because I was zonked out of my mind.
You're
But-
no, 'cause we were on our way back.
I think I was just trying to deal with the fact that the car smelled like my vomit.
Oh.
I don't think I was paying attention.
Throwback to last episode.
But now I don't know what it is now coming down the 15 from Baker. Any of our survivors
Probably like $7.
who've been on the 15 from Las Vegas to Los Angeles, and you can tell us what the gas is. Where is it most expensive along the 15? Bakersfield, or I'm sorry, not Bakersfield, Barstow,
Well, like
Apple Valley. Where is it the most expensive all the way down? Let us know.
those are prime spots because you have to get gas if you're gonna go to Vegas. You have to get. You're driving through a fucking desert.
That's it.
If you're on like like an eighth of a tank, and you're like, "Fuck, I'm not gonna make it," and then you see a gas station that's like $8 a gallon, you're like, "Well, fuck, I guess
Remember-
I'm getting half a tank at $8 a gallon."
Remember the real estate agent's motto, right? Location, location, location.
Location. That's also Ahmed's.
So, Ahmed,
Ahmed the Dead
the
Terrorist.
dead terrorist. Yeah, I'm sorry, I
Talks
forgot.
about suicide bomb training. Is all about location, location, location.
That
Wait
fucking
till I
asshole.
get a car to run on sand. Just wait. Once I get a car to run on sand, nobody's ever gonna have that issue again.
Why sand?
I don't know. It's prevalent. You're driving through a desert. You gotta get to Las Vegas.
I thought you were doing
Unfortunately-
I thought you were doing a throwback to Fallout. That's actually funny because he was trying to build a water filter for sand, and he was like, "No matter how much sand I put in it, not a drop of water comes out."
Oh no!
No, all their
So-
cars ran on fucking nuclear
But
energy.
you should know that our desert out here does not have sand. It is a lot of dirt.
Clay.
I don't know.
Clay,
I've
we
never been
used to
down
have-
there.
Yeah, it's a lot of dirt. It's like Arizona. It's not sand. It's just
Our
dirt.
whole area used to be a riverbed that went all the way out to the ocean.
You know what filled recently?
And you chose to live there.
Baker.
That's crazy.
The Mojave
or
Desert.
Death Valley.
Yeah.
It filled. Like it was a fucking
think
lake.
it might be gone.
I think it's gone now.
But-
But when we had that flood
Yep.
that came through, it was a lake. And people went to go see it
I
because
know.
it's the first time it's been filled in, I think, like over a century.
It was like a mirror.
It was
amazing.
insane. That water was so clear.
I do.
It was beautiful.
I really do wish I had more motivation to do that kind of shit because I would have driven up there just to take pictures. That would have been awesome.
Yeah.
So, one thing that I would like to say, a little off topic here, but relevant to the podcast, not relevant to I Am Legend. All of you survivors out there who are listening, please give us a rating on the podcast that you listen on. We'd love to see your feedback. We want to hear what your take is. Send us your emails. Let us know if there's any topics you would like us to cover, because we'd love your ideas and we want to give you what you want. Our whole point here is to try to help you get prepared for the apocalypse, or the zombie apocalypse more specifically, which will protect you in any kind of situation. And we want to see how we can help you better. How can you get prepared? What are the things that you're lacking in? What do you feel like you need more preparation on? Do you need more fortification of your house, more fortification of your food supply, your water supply? Let us know, please. And you can send us your emails to theboys@willyousurvivethepodcast.com. You can check out all of our socials on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. Will You Survive the Podcast? Sorry, TJ. I did change Twitter, or X, to The Boys. That's our name, The Boys. But it's still Alex and Eric. I don't think I can change the name, the @.
So
At Alex and Eric, WYS.
let's be honest. I don't think we have much of a following on X.
It is true.
So I think
it
we
is
could
true.
just delete it and do another one.
Oh, that's not bad. That's not bad. Why
We
don't
could just
do
make
that?
another one.
Why don't we?
That
I'll do that.
platform has like what?
I said if we post porn, then we'll get like hella followers.
That's actually true with
That's
X.
that's what X is for
Dude.
now, bro. I'm 100%. It's just porn.
It's a new Tumblr.
Okay,
It's
we'll
literally-
try. You know what? How disgusting would it be if we started doing zombie porn?
Just fucking like Army of the Dead
Oh
and
no,
Zombieland.
Step Zombie. I'm
Oh no,
stuck.
Step Zombie.
You know what? We'll
I'm
do that.
stuck in the spike trap.
But
Oh,
until I
no.
do, it's still Alex and Eric at WYS or at Alex and Eric WYS. And our Pinterest. We do have a lot of survival gear, our bailout bags. I have a whole section there that we have for build your own bailout bags. And you guys can go check it out. So if you're interested in prepping yourself, all of these survival tips, techniques, and supplies are good for not only the zombie apocalypse, but earthquakes, floods, fires, anything you can think of, all of these disasters. It's going to prepare you for anything, including I Am Legend. Even though I honestly will say I don't survive this because I'm not going to last 1,000 days or over 3 years with this insanity of solitary, isolation.
I don't know. I think so. I agree. Actually, I do agree. I think if you think you survived this, you're delusional. But also, a single mom and her son somehow survived for 3 years on their own.
There's a lot of.
I want a movie that says how the fuck they survived.
I just think I'm nuts. I think I'm nuts.
There's a lot of reasons.
I would be going after. I'm okay. You guys were talking about purpose. What's your purpose? I probably have the lowest life expectancy in a zombie apocalypse.
Are you kidding me?
No, I really do. I really do.
Out of the two of us.
I think with your new purpose, I think there's a reason to keep you alive longer. I think
I think animal expert is not a great purpose to have in the zombie apocalypse.
Your
Truth be
purpose
told,
would be taking care of him once he gets older.
Can you imagine? Oh, what the fuck? Shots fired.
no, I don't want that job. Actually, I'd rather just die. I'm kidding.
Wow.
I'm kidding.
Wow.
Fuck you. I wiped your ass for how long? You can wipe mine.
Yeah, but you didn't have to deal with zombies on top of that, so that's a lot.
Well,
Really?
Vampires.
Do you know who I had to deal with?
Yes, look,
Worse than zombies.
she didn't eat you.
She ate my soul.
That I think we're getting deep. It's true, but we're getting deep.
But
Will you survive? Find out next episode.
Spoiler alert: no.
if I may here host, that is the question. All of you survivors, please hit us up. Let us know. Will you survive I Am Legend?
And until then.
Stay alive.